Hello ladies and gentlemen, Simulation for the Nation here. Welcome to DLC review. Today we're looking at the farm production pack. So this is all I've done pretty much is get it in. I haven't played with any of them. I've just bought everything I need to buy and got some machines to help along the way. So let's have a dig into it. From the outskirts, looking at a higher level there are some really cool looking bits of machinery and equipment here. This particularly is one that I'm really going to look forward to getting into. I think that's turned on at the moment. Deactivate. And yeah, so that's got a lot of potential there. We need to have a look into that in a bit more detail and figure out a few issues I may have stumbled across with it already. You've got vending machines of different sorts, different sell points. You have a different one there, which at the moment I can't get into because I think the Mantu's in the way, but we'll have a look. You've got the smaller egg vending machine right here as well, which is really cool. You can sell all sorts of different production goods there, which is great. You've got a wash plant for your potatoes and sugar beet. That should be interesting to have a look at. You've got a beet chopper over here, which I really like as well. And then a giant old wind turbine and a placeable system for your solar panels, which is all fun. So we're going to get into it. We'll start with the easy ones, really. We're going to get a telehandler. We've got a pile of sugar beet and a pile of potatoes. So we're going to get those into the wash plant. So let's fire this thing up. Manage, and then we'll just activate that. I suppose we'll start with those ones. Oh, I see. Okay, so nice and straightforward. You need to put water into here. It'd be nice if there was a drum or something you could connect into there, but there's not. But you have to put your water in there. You're gonna obviously tip in your that was a bit of a lag spike. You're gonna tip in your goods there, and then you're going to hopefully get them out the other end. Now I'm curious to see how they come out because I can't fit the trailer under here. So I assume it's going to tip into a pile and I'll have to figure that out myself, but we'll sort that one out. What I am going to do quickly is move this this water tanker out of the way because it's not really giving you much space to tip from the side. You have to go in from that end. So we'll just get that all shifted and then we'll get into the telehandler. So this one should be one of the easiest things that we have to work with here. So let's find out. And we'll just drop this off. We're going to be doing quite a bit of pallet work in a little bit, I feel. So drop that off there. Now, from the outskirts, I know it's not like a DLC that has a lot of machines in there or new brands to a degree. But it is something that's quite appealing to me. It adds a different layer. It adds something that will make you have to, think about your productions, give you a little bit of diversity as well. Modern agricultural relies on such to be able to make ends meet and add different revenue streams into your business. So all right, let's go with the potatoes. And so see how this works, shall we? Yeah, it would be great if the hopper was a little bit larger. I mean, I've built this in a terrible way, but we'll see how this works here. That doesn't make much sense. Why can't I tip that here? I have to tip them on the floor? Is that what I have to do? Okay. Might be dense. Why is that not letting me? Alright, so I'm not sure how this is supposed to work, but we'll just try a bit further, shifting that over here. The water was very self-explanatory. Just drove up and tipped it into the back there. That wasn't a problem. I just can't tip my potatoes out. Okay, so did I just tip them all on the floor, or did some actually go in? Well, folks, I don't know what to say. I can't get them to work. I can't get potatoes to go into the hopper. I'm gonna have to have a look into that and see if there's a reason why, if I'm being a bit thick on that one, but we'll try what should be fairly straightforward. Which will be sugar beet into the sugar beet chopper. That should be a little bit easier, one would hope. Can't have got much worse than that start. So from a design point as well, they do look pretty good. I will give them that. Giants mods and models always seem to. This looks particularly good actually, and should provide a nice little step up. It'd be great if you could use the chop beet into the dietary system. That would be awesome to see. As we come on over to here, enable. Not much to look and see it, but you've got your conveyor belt going there. You can't adjust that because it's not a vehicle you can get into to adjust any heights or anything. What you can do is enable and disable it, but that would have been good. Oh, that'll be that there, won't it? So in theory, beet's going to go in through the top there, and come through. Any stones and debris can come out the bottom, and your chop beet will end up over there, hopefully in a trailer. That's the dream. So let's see if that happens. So we'll just push on forward. Oh, you see, that's working. There you go. Could do with a high tip bucket on here, just so on so it'll actually tip out a little bit faster. Needless to say, though, it seems to be going in. And we will just keep watching to see what happens with that one as it tips. I haven't seen anything going into the trailer yet. Maybe that's full now. It's clearly dropping something out of the bottom. So we've got 4,000 litres in there. That's great. Ah, so it can't load into a trailer then. It's just tipping it straight in the floor. I'm assuming that's because this doesn't have a so if I then just... That's a bit upsetting that you have to add another action in. You have to actually unload this yourself. It's a shame that that's not just automatically able to fill. Now, it might well be that the trailer just hasn't got the right fill type in there. That could be a simple solution. But it's tipping in, so it's working at least. That's the main thing. I wonder how much dirt we'll see coming down there and stones and the likes. But what's it tell me there? Oh, 6 litres at the moment, so clearly not much, but at least it's doing its thing. I'm going to try one extra thing here, see if we can just... We'll tip the rest of that one in, hopefully, and then we can give it a go and see if we can tip into a trailer or not. I like it. It's a nice step. Like I say, I would just like more end product with the chop beet. I would love to see it have to be involved into a mixed ration somewhere. That would be cool. That would be very, very fun to see. Let's just go and tip this over here. Can I fill up there? No, I have to pick it up off the floor. Alright, it is what it is. Let's just go and see if I can tip it into here or not. No, I can. So you just can't tip it out of the trailer, unfortunately, it seems. But anyway, it's in there. From a textural standpoint. Looks okay. Looks good. Just like to see more use for it, I think. That'd be great. Alright, so. We got one thing working there. That's a good start. Well, half a starting point. I am not sure what's happening with the washing plant over there. So next thing we will try, and what we're gonna have a look into next, is the Lely Sphere, which is one of the most exciting things I think I've seen. Really cool piece of technology here by Lely. Essentially what will happen is that the sphere here separates sulfuric acid out of your slurry, and then it will transform it into some liquid fertilizer here. Now, usually what I believe you have to do, I put some cows in here because I want to get some slurry going, and we're currently sitting at 5,000 litres, which is good, but I think I've placed this in an area that's slightly too far away because it's not capturing that. So what you could do for this, and what we're going to try right now, is I have going to jump into my telehandler, put my pallet forks on, and we bought some pallets of sulfuric acid here, so we're going to stick that in and see what happens. Now, I have seen and heard a few people have issues with said pallets, so good luck everybody. Let's see how this goes. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Positive thinking and all that. And let's give it a whirl. What we'll do is we're going to try it this way, and then we're going to also sell off the placeable and then replace it somewhere else, hopefully closer to see if we can get it to work that way as well. Now, I don't know why you would have one of these if you didn't have cows, because that just doesn't make much sense to me, but yeah, it is what it is. Can't really see there. All right, let's see what happens here then. So the idea being, you stick this into the placeable here, you leave a bee, and then hopefully over time this will turn into some lovely fertilizer. So I guess this goes into the middle there. And then that will be where you load up, that's where your liquid fertilizer will be. That's what we're going to try. All right, so we got full. That's good. Activate. Do your thing. All right. So then what we should see is for every 200 liters we get 400 liters of fertilizer. Huh? That's interesting. Now, so that's working away. That's using that there. Can I shut the door? Looks okay so far, I guess. 2 liters of liquid fertilizer. There you go. Cool. We're gonna leave that through thing. So far so good. I like that. It seems to be working okay. We will see what happens and if anything changes as we progress through. But for right now, at least, we're going to leave her be. Good. So maybe we don't need that. Whilst we're waiting for that to load up, let's have a look at some of the other production features that we have around here. So obviously, you've got your wind turbine, which are really quite... It's a very simple kind of more traditional style with your wooden vanes and blades. But nice little generator here. We come on into productions. Generators. I love the noise. Whoomp, whoomp. Anyway, 75 grand, so it is quite a lot, but it does make you nearly £7,000 a month, which is pretty darn good. So a couple of those around your field there wouldn't be too bad. And they don't look, this one doesn't look too bad at all, really. It looks quite rustic and kind of blends in with your environment, which is really cool. The interesting one for me, though, is your solar panels. One panel is only £1,500 and will allow you to get a steady income coming through here. You construct these very much like you would with orchards. So when you click on there, you could just start to build a long line, which is great, nice and easy. 77 grand for that. But we don't need to overlap them. But you do need to keep them cleaned, apparently. So that's something we'll need. So we'll go and have a look at that in just a second here. Otherwise, though, with the storage sheds, with the production pack, there are a whole load of different sheds, and they are all ginormous, absolutely huge. The smallest shed here would appear to be this guy. And it's just massive, huge. And then you've got this one, which is even bigger. Which just, yeah, looks pretty interesting. But I'm just going to go and stick that. Maybe there. We'll have a bit of a peek inside that as well. And what we also need to go and do is buy our little cleaning thing for the... And where in the world do I find that? Tools, there it is. Perfect. And we can actually sit it next to here. Let me sit it there and see if that works. So this is our lovely little buggy thing that we're going to use to clean our solar panels there. So maybe when you're constructing these, you want to make sure they're in a relatively decent line and even, so that, you know, the little buggy machine will fly over everything okay. Start a robot washing. Oh, there it is. Hey, it's doing its thing. That's cool. Does it skip over those okay? Oh, it's going to do it all in one go. Okay. Interesting. That's a nice little add-on. Things that you wouldn't necessarily have to think about. But what I like about it is the fact that so many areas of the countryside now are just turning into solar fields, really. And it's a representative of the diversity that occurs across modern agriculture, for sure. So that's interesting. Got your little brushes spinning around on there as well. Very nice. Awesome. Oh, it just skips through it. Okay. Oh, well. It'll do its thing. It's not going to look too good when it's on a hill like this and it's all a bit uneven, but it will be okay, I'm sure. Let's have a look inside this ginormo shed. Just absolutely huge. I mean, look at the size of the thing. Really, really big. It'd be nice if there was some really like smaller sheds there to accommodate smaller farms. If you got a small placeable area on your map, well, you're not going to be able to fit much into there. As for selling points, these are all the selling points that we've looked into. We have a few smaller vending machines there. You got an actual like supermarket here, which I think is a pretty neat idea. What I really like about one of these as well, this is like a ooh, that looks interesting. We'll have to find a place to put that. There's a whole giant like production, like a storage depot warehouse. Now I really like the idea of that if you're doing any kind of multiplayer server. That could be really fun. And just give you a completely different dynamic to selling. Can I go into here? No. Oh, that's disappointing. What about over here? Also no. Okay. Looks good though. Assuming your sell point will be around the back side here. There it is. Does this open? No. Anyway, okay. Interesting. Could be good. Have to have a play around with those. The only thing I'm a bit disappointed with right now is that I can't figure out how I'm selling things. Like, or how I'm washing things, sorry. Why won't you go in there? So on further review as well, some of the promotional materials show a conveyor belt doing its thing. So we'll go and find a conveyor belt here. So I have to get all of this set up as well, maybe? I guess so. All right, so update. I've tried a conveyor belt system and it still won't load potatoes in here. This was full of them, and then it just gets into there and says there's no spare capacity. So I've got no clue. It just won't load up there, which is really frustrating, but here we are. It is what it is. I'm sure that will be something that gets fixed. I just can't make it work. What we're going to try and do though is see where we can sell some of our lovely chopped sugar beet. See where that goes. So once again, we have a quick look into here and see where the best prices are. Sugar beet cut. So it'll be all of the different stores there. Okay, so it's not through any of the vending machines. Okay, never mind. Have a final look over to here. Is this doing anything? I've got 65 liters of sulfuric acid. Okay. It seems to be doing something. I'm sure if I came to use this, I would be able to get my liquid fertilizer out there. That I think might be okay. Good. Good. What can we sell in this here fresh vending machine? Washed potatoes, milk, sugar beet. So in theory, then I can just rock up with a big pile of potatoes. Let's find out then. Someone's going to buy all of my potatoes here. Let's see if this will work. We'll just go around a few of them and see how we tip them in and what that looks like. So maybe we just have to dump them on the side, I would suggest, based on this. Gonna work here. Yeah, multi-vending machine demand for potatoes, 25% covered. Oh, okay, that's cool. So you have to control the demand a little bit. There goes the demand on that one. I guess the rest of them might sell, maybe. I don't know. Now, what's great is if you put them through the washing plant over there, when that's working, it will put them out in pallet form. So you could, in theory, just bring up a load of pallets at a time and sell them off there nice and easily. What about here? I've tipped them there. I don't know if that was actually going to take them. Only takes washed potatoes. Good. So we can't use that. Never mind. They'll have to stay there then. What does this one take? So this is more production chains. So let's see if it will work if I just generate a pallet of eggs here. Pallet of eggs first. Oh, we're on the back. I like that you have to go off a demand. I think that's quite good. So you can't just like take, you know, 100 tons of bread or whatever you made. You have to, you're going to be limited there, which I think is quite good. I think I saw canola oil there. Did. Cool. Bread, you're going to sell. A lot of money though. A lot of money. Butter. Oh, so it didn't even sell all of the bread. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I like those. They're a cool little idea. You could situate those around the place, make it a little bit more interesting. That's good. I'm just disappointed that this isn't working at all. That I like. Like I say, that's worked pretty well. It's done exactly what it needs to do. If anything, I would say it's quite slow. That hopper isn't the biggest there, so if you are working on a, you know, even one large field of sugar beet, it's going to take you a while to get everything chopped through. And then more so, like for, I guess you do it on the ad hoc when you need it, and that's why I'd like to see the usage of sugar beet come into play a little bit more. Like the cut sugar beet, include it in the ration. That'd be awesome. That would be really, really cool. That I had here just in case we needed for the slurry. Now we're going to try something because that seems to be working. You can only get one of these total. So, whilst it's great that it seems to be working here. And we're currently sitting at, we've got a third of this left. So, oh no, that's a lie. Sorry, that's... Open the gate. Have to stop it maybe to open the gate. I want to get that out. Apparently not. Okay, well, what we'll do, I want to see what happens at activate when we finish all that. So we're just going to skip through some time here and see what that looks like. So skip through that, you'll see we've got 1,086 liters of fertilizer, which is good. I'm assuming we can just get that out of there. So we're gonna have a quick try here. We've got our, in theory, we've got a tank full there. So what we should be able to do, well, I would hope we can do. Hey, liquid fertilizer, 1,000 and something liters coming out there. Perfect. So that's good. That's working. That side is at least. Well, I feel we may have run into an issue here. And stick that around the corner out of the way. Is that so? We've... Okay, so maybe it is okay. It was saying it was it stopped running, which is odd. Let's just speed up time again, see what it does. Because that pallet went all the way down to 0. I swear it did. Alright, so in theory, that's working okay so far, at least. I haven't seen too many issues with it. The pallets seem to be a little bit glitchy, a little bit jumpy. But we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that's just a small adjustment. What I want to try is seeing if I can get that somewhere closer to... I'm gonna try something here. Now you come back down into productions and... I don't know if this is the case or not, but I want to just verify to see is if I put it somewhere closer to a cattle shed. Because I thought it was supposed to place next to husbandry. Oh, it might just be the layout of this farm makes it a little bit challenging to do that, perhaps. But which might be something you have to think about there because. Well, if you're playing on a game save anywhere, really, where are you gonna... overlaps with another object. There was a spot right about there, I think. Does that work? Alright, that might work. Put it like that. We'll try it there. See if that does anything. Because in theory, I wanted to see if it will work without slurry, without sulfuric acid. I'm slightly confused. I mean, we'll try putting one more pallet in there, but we'll see. I think it's working. I just don't know what it's taken out of the slurry. It needs to be next to the husbandry. I just don't know if that's factoring that in or not. So that's my only concern with it at the moment. All right, we're just going to stick this one into here as well. What was weird was it didn't recognize the pallet the first time because it looked like it had already emptied it, and then suddenly it's back working again. So I have a feeling something's not quite right with the pallet mechanism in here. And certainly got an issue with the wash plant. That's not functioning properly either, but we will see. Let's just get this dropped into there. In theory, I'm assuming you can nearly get 2 into there. It looks like you can, but we're just gonna stick the 1 in for now. Yeah, you could get a second one into there easily. Closed door. And away it'll go again. So what I just want to see is, like, I just don't know if it's how it uses this slurry here. That's my main thing at the moment. But we'll leave it to see what it does anyway. I think I've pretty much shown you all the different production features here. I think there are still a few areas that need to be polished up. Not quite there as well as it could be. Some parts work okay. I like some of the buildings. That wash plant just needs to be looked at and figured out. Sell points look good. I think the nice features to have in there as well, but I think it just needs a bit of a brushing up there for now. But I think there's some great potential in it nonetheless. I'll be having a bit more of a play around over the course of the next little while to see. So if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them down below and we'll get to you as soon as we can. And hopefully we can see this turn out to be the potential that it has. One thing I do want to try. I mean, look at the size of the thing. It's huge. Looks great. Now, I just want to see a little bit of interaction with it. Hopefully you can get inside, because there's a whole load of shelving units in there and things. And not really that I want to do anything with them. I just want to see it. But something like this on the dedicated server could be really fun, actually. Oh, you can get in. Awesome. Oh, wow. Look at the size of this thing. So in theory, you can just come in there and load up all your different products and produce onto here. All these work. They do. Oh, like, that's got potential. That's good. I think back up all your trailers there and just load them straight in there. So that is pretty cool. That's a nice thing to have, especially on a dedicated server. That could be wild. But yeah, I think there's just still a few small things and edges to polish up and issues to fix. But it is early access at the moment, so hopefully that will be sorted out for the release version, which will be out next week. If you like the idea of it, you like the concept, you are interested in picking up a copy of this, then please do consider using the my code, which will be SimFTNation. I'll also be in the description down below, and the link you can use to buy it straight away for either your PC version or your Steam version as well. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much, and we will see you all in the next one. Catch you then.